front of goal. Maynard high, out the back of the pack. This guy, he's doing good work in defence, supported by Graham. There is Socketed. He'll go again. That's intelligent stuff to get it out of defence. Now the race is on. Look at Francis. Plenty of pace, beautifully picked up, scooped up brilliantly. Left half forward, puts it in towards the pocket, but getting under it is Jeff Graham. No, in fact, it's Primke to Guy. Now, he's been prominent in defence, Steve Guy, working the ball well. Down to the centre wing he goes. Off hands. Pike puts Norwood forward again, out in front of goal. Steve trying to sucker it off the ground. The player sliding through was Kelly. Now Kelly has the ball. The young fella has the shot. The half-back flanker's kicked the goal. Well, he only turned 18 a matter of weeks ago. He's only played a handful of league games. And that's probably his first goal in the beauty. Norwood moved to 3-2. Torrens 1 point.
Yes, Kelly had a late start to league football. Didn't start playing to league football and football in general. Didn't start playing until he was 13 or 14 years of age. He's made quite an impressive debut since starting in the half-back line for Norwood. Kept Rowan Smith goalless a couple of weeks ago. But he drifted down from the half-back line, and in conditions like this, he may find the backman or the backman may find themselves in the forward line quite often, chasing down their forwards.
Pitman and Primke in the middle. Very heavy. In fact, it reminds me somewhat of the MCG about 3 weeks ago. Let's hope that the result's not the same, or the margin anyway. And umpire Randall Devison will throw it up just outside of that mud patch. Paul Weston's in the thick of things. He's about to pick the footy up. But Randall Devison will come in and he'll throw it up again. So it's 3-2 Norwood. Torrens are 1 point. Norwood have only won 5 this year. They're in 6th spot. They've lost 9. On the other hand, Torrens have won 8. And they're in 4th position. They've had a good year so far. But surprisingly, they haven't been able to win here at Thebarton, Dexter. It's been a tough task for them here.
I think this is the 4th time we've been here this year, Mark, and we've seen Torrens copper hiding every game. A couple of players it's worth watching today. Steve Arman for Norwood, ex-Torrens player. And of course, Simon Need for Torrens, an ex-Norwood player. So they'll be trying to impress against their old clubs.
Picked up now by Pike, and he goes wide, and the mark has been taken by Visser on his chest. That's where I'm sure they'll have to do most of their marking. High marks won't be the order of the day today. Just as I say that, Muster attempted one, then very wide. Very, very tough footy out there at the moment. Athanasiou, in fact it was Schwarz, and it's out of bounds. Far side, left forward pocket. And I can assure you that it's a lot darker than that picture will indicate. There's another couple of West Torrens fans. The fellow on the left, John, is anyway.
He certainly is. We're not sure about the other one. But this 19-point advantage that Norwood have, 20 and a half minutes gone in this first term, is very important, Dexter. These conditions, the legs are going to get tireder, quicker. Goals are going to be more difficult to come by as the game wears on.
You're correct there, John, and as the player's concentration drops also, it's harder to kick goals.
It's Paul Weston being held, but play on is the call as Norwood try to work it forward and only find the boundary line. It's at left half forward for Norwood.
Another interesting point, John, about Torrens. If they lose today at Torrens, it equals their longest winning stretch of 6 losses in a row at the Thebarton Oval. So I'm quite sure they'd be keen to knock that, to not beat that record today.
So I'm sure Norwood equally keen to go on with their better form in recent weeks. They've won 2 out of the last 3 after having a horror start to the season. So there's still a chance at that final setup.
They certainly are. 2 games, plus they've got a very healthy percentage. So if they can get a couple of wins up their sleeve, well, they'll make it very difficult for the teams in the 5.
Michael Aish playing well, drives Norwood forward again, but Geyer is there. He's playing well in defence for West Torrens, tries to work the ball out. West Torrens defence is having to work very hard down there at the moment because Norwood are very disciplined in this first term.
Holding the ball in the area. Steve Geyer, of course, had a horror day last week against North Adelaide. Coops and Sims really gave him the runaround.
About 45 metres out from the Norwood goal. Clever work to Visser, but it's been called a throw. Unfortunate there, Justin Storitsky. In fact, he's received a free. Well,
it's odd. And
I thought it had been called a throw.
Disadvantage to play on again too, John.
So Justin Storitsky. Kicking not a prominent feature of this game. It fell a bit short. Maynard was working hard. There's a big stack of players about 20 metres out from that Norwood goal. They can't get anywhere with it, so umpire Thorpe decides to put out a free kick. It's going the way of West Torrens. And they work it to Steve Guy. He brings it grandstand side.
Looking for Troy Clark and finds that player, and as Dexter said earlier on, that'll be an interesting duel on the wing. Him and also Payne. Well, that was not good footy because David Payne, well, he can't believe his luck. He just stole that off of Geyer And I just wonder now whether Norwood will get a goal here, because they certainly deserve one. Pascoe, Vizzer, he's got himself into trouble though, round his body, has a shot at goal. Oh, don't tell me he's kicked that. Well, that's the best thing that's happened in the first 25 minutes. And it all started from that perhaps a little careless mistake, Dexter on the wing by Troy Clark. When you give them a rap, they let you down.
Yeah. Well, a careless mistake, perhaps the handball was a bit short. Steve Geyer, of course, overran the ball, so you can perhaps blame both those players.
Put him under pressure, though.
Exactly, but once again, we see the skills of Big Pascoe. Bending down, getting the ball up in very heavy conditions, and Vizzer, of course, well, that was a brilliant goal from that angle.
Well, there's a free kick from the centre. It's going the way of Pitman. Straight on with the job he goes, down towards full forward. Up high the pack, down there, chance for Staritsky, got it out to Maynard, trying to get himself free, not sure what to do with it, finally gets the kick in, it goes across the face of goal towards the left forward pocket. Francis, what can he do? He's going to be under pressure from Morford, gets away from him, has the shot, but it's high, out in front of goal, off hands, chance for Guy. Playing well in defence, as we've already mentioned, pushes out to his half back line, but it's all Norwood. Big Pitman slips at the vital moment. Almost gets his jumper taken off him and the ball stolen. Finally Primke kicks Torrens down to the centre wing, but the whistle has gone. And it's a free kick to Norwood, so they maintain the pressure that they're building here. They've gone to a 4-2 to 1 point lead. That lead is 25 points. It's going to be very difficult to cut back. So Scannon was who got the free kick, puts it in front of Maynard, out the back of the pack. Vizzer couldn't get a handball away. Vandermeer stolen with the ball, too high they say, so John Vandermeer gets the free. Dexter, they probably deserve them, because Norwood on most occasions are first in and getting the footy.
In conditions like these, we'll say it again and again today, you've got to play in front. And if you're in front, the odds are you're getting the free kick or the benefit of the doubt are yours. So the umpire so far umpiring the game the correct way.
Well, Vandermeer lining up for his first goal, and the players prepared to go in hard and get the football are being protected by the umpires. Vandermeer puts through his first, and that was a direct result of what I was just saying. Get in at hard at that ball, you win it, or the free kicks. Norwood to 5 goals too, Torrens 1 point.
Well, so far this game, or nearly the end of the first quarter coming into time on, Norwood have shown Torrens what must be done in these sort of conditions. Play in front, put your head down over the ball and you'll win the free kicks and win the ball. Vandermeer.
Well, as you quite clearly saw, the conditions there at the